Hello and welcome to Detecting Retro. I thought a good place to start for my first video would be a tour of the games room. So here we go. Start off up top. Some nice big box PC games. Myst is actually my most recent purchase. And lots of other great 90s games. Discworld. Obviously the Bullfrog games, Theme Park, Theme Hospital. Two of my favourites ever. A couple here I haven't played it, actually Afterlife and Exile, yet to play that too, quite new. It's just the the topper of our wedding cake, which was over 10 years ago now. It's survived quite well. Some recent Royal Mail issued stamps, including Dizzy, Populous and Lemmings. As we move down, got a Commodore 64 section here. Some of my favourites: Quest for the Golden Egg Cup, Mayhem in Monsterland, some of the range from the Hit Squad, Rainbow Islands, Wonder Boy, Operation Thunderbolt, some games I had when I was very little, Thomas the Tank Engine, Postman Pat, finished them both, they were quite easy. Football Manager 2, one of my favourite football games. I'm actually a football writer myself now. This game probably went some way into influencing my career. And Kevin Toms, he doesn't look like that anymore, but I think he lives in New Zealand now. I talk to him from time to time, which is good. The two Dizzy box sets from the Commodore 64, 5 games on each. They used to go everywhere with me as a kid. Last Ninja 2, more kids games there. Scroll down. It's first of my Mega Drive sections. Some of my favourites there: Turtles Tournament Fighter, which I can never beat at all. Plenty of Disney games. I've actually got all the PAL released Mega Drive Disney games, including some of the rarer ones like Pocahontas, Bonkers. You don't see many of them, I guess. The 3 Sonics there. I don't actually have Sonic and Knuckles, although I do have the Sonic compilation on the Saturn. Another Dizzy game there. I've had that since I was probably 10 years old, 25 years or so. Moving down, SNES section of games. Probably only got about 15 games. Cannon Fodder is probably my favourite. See what else we got here. SimCity 2000 is one of my all-time favourite games, no matter what port. Yeah, that one's not the best. Donkey Kong Country, Christmas present, 1995 I think. Just a few N64 games. Not really a massive fan of that console at all. In fact, here it is. Toy Story 2 loaded up. And then scroll into the bottom of this level. First thing I ever owned, talking late 80s, a Commodore 64 that was passed down to me from my cousins. It's actually not working at the moment. It needs a new resistor or something, so someone says. Anyway, moving back up, the original Game Boy and its box there. Game Gear. Do I have a favourite between the Game Boy and Game Gear? Not really. I like them both equally, and I don't see many. I've never seen one like this before. A Game Boy Advance Pokemon theme. I don't actually like Pokemon at all, but I saw it on eBay and it was an offer I couldn't refuse. And then this handheld I've had probably for the majority of my life. The Simpsons, Bart vs the Space Mutants. Still works perfectly. So I'll just show you what games I've got for the Game Boy and Game Gear. Got it in the drawer here. Start off with the Game Gear in this nice case. Probably about 50 games in all. Some of them are picked up in America when I went on holiday, so some of them aren't the PAL ones, but the Game Gear's universal, so wherever you buy the games from, whether it be, you know, Japan, America, they all work. There's one example of an American one, X-Men there. Got Aladdin, Sensible Soccer, Mortal Kombat. Again, I've got quite a lot of Disney games. Donald Duck, Outrun, I think that's a Japanese version. Sonic Chaos, Anyway, as you can see, there's about 50 in all in there, ranging from Batman to Little Mermaid, Castle of Illusion. There we go. A few other bits in here, some old Commodore games. Windows 98 manual and CD. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance are all in here together. Give it an empty. I ain't got too many Game Boy games. Obviously I'm a big fan of Simpsons, Mario and Yoshi, Mulan, another Disney one, Mario Land 2, the original Mario Land, Home Alone 2, WrestleMania, Paperboy, and of course Tetris. And again I've got about 50 games for the Advance. Bubble Bobble there, Doom, good one, Donkey Kong Country, a lot of them are SNES ports, Donkey Kong Country 2, Magical Quest, Mickey Mouse, Grand Theft Auto, Zelda, Mario Kart. I think that might be a repro or a fake. That Donkey Kong Country 3, got all the Mario Advances and Dr. Mario, Crash Bandicoot, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Harvest Moon's probably one of the most expensive ones, it's about 20 quid. Another Donald Duck one, Sonic Advance. Yeah, it's strange having Sonic on an earlier Nintendo device. Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch, not the best of games. There we go, Street Fighter 2. Not bad. What's this one? I haven't turned over. Yeah, the original Mario. Moving down here, got the PlayStation, then across Sega Saturn, which is powered on at the moment. SimCity's plugged in at the moment. Mario figures, anyway. Mega Drive, yeah, another rare Mega Drive Disney title there. Donald Duck in Maui Mallard, quite rare. Super Nintendo, there's the Mario's on show there, and Super Game Boy, which I quite like too. Then moving back up to the top, some more big box PC games. This is my collection of Maxis Sim Classics, although funnily enough I don't actually have SimCity the original yet, just various others. In fact, the entire UK released range other than SimCity. Two variations of 2000, Sim Life, Sim Copter, that's still sealed. I'm actually going to open that on a future video. Obviously I've never played that. Sim Ant, Sim Farm, Sim Golf, Sim Isle, Sim Earth, Sim Tower. I think there is only one other Sim Classic which wasn't released in the UK, it's only in America, that's Sim Health, and the chances of me acquiring that are pretty minuscule. Moving on, got my Saturn section here. SimCity 2000, as already mentioned, it's on the screen at the moment, and some of my other favourites. I played a lot of these on PC as a kid, well, in my teens. Certainly Warcraft 2, Myst, Discworld 2, Theme Park, Worms, Bubble Bobble was the first game I ever owned, although not on Saturn, that was on Commodore 64. Cool Spot. X-Men, Children of the Atom, that's a good game. Moving down, another Mega Drive section, as you can see, plenty more Disney games. Quackshot, World of Illusion, Jungle Book amongst them. A couple of more Simpsons games. Then we've got another Commodore 64 section here. These are probably my favourites on the system. Bart vs the Space Mutants, I've got that on Mega Drive, Game Gear, Commodore 64 and the handheld. Football Manager 3, Crystal Kingdom Dizzy, which is actually signed inside by the Oliver twins who I met a couple of years ago at Blackpool. Ghostbusters, yeah, some great games here. Gauntlet 2, Samurai Warrior, 1942, one of the first games I ever remember playing, and then Bubble Bobble, which was my favourite game when I first got my Commodore 64. Moving down, here we've got Atari 2600, it's quite a recent purchase, actually found it in a charity shop, believe it or not, with I think 32 in 1 games, cartridge and Mario Brothers, which was quite exciting at the time. Further down, more Mega Drive games,
Sylvester and Tweety. Well, I remember buying that with my pocket money when I was about 10, 25 years ago. Same with Ultimate Soccer, one of the best games. A few more I've got here more recently. Another Gauntlet game, Gauntlet 4, Megalomania, a few others. Mean Bee Machine, quite enjoy that. Moving further along, Theme Hospital on PlayStation. Theme Hospital is probably my favourite game of all time. And you can see underneath it Theme Park, and then to the right Theme Park World. That's the Bullfrog trilogy. A few of those are my favourites on show. Civilization 2, although it's easier on PC than PS1. Yeah, the classics, you know, for PS1, Driver, Grand Theft Auto. Simpsons Wrestling was quite fun. Riven. I'm quite a big fan of, you know, the Myst range, which is Myst, Riven, and Exile, if you've already seen, although they're pretty tricky. That's about it for the games for now. A few other bits to show you. Some guitars. Yeah. A few frames that my wife bought for me and put up. Got E.T., classic 80s films, Turtles, Bill and Ted. Looking forward to the new one, out this summer, hopefully. Moving over here, some DVDs, or 17 or 18 Simpsons box sets, all Simpsons Lego minifigures, and then Disney as well, for various series. I'm just waiting to get a bookshelf put in here. I've got plenty of books, metal detecting ones there, hence detecting retro. Football ones, I'm a football writer by trade. A few of my other favourites. Story of the Oliver Twins, again, that's signed as well. A Discworld one I had randomly hanging around, and Nostalgia Nerds book, which I got for Christmas too. That's about it to show you. A few cool badges there, Disney stuff. Stickers and cards haven't been opened. Mario lamp. Finally. Yeah. Cat stuff there. I'm showing with the cat at the moment. Anyway. And my Windows 98 laptop. Been in the family for 20 years. Still works great. Still recognised daylight savings time the other day. And the clock's changed. The batteries lasted pretty well. Got various games installed on here. And pretty good Microsoft software too. Right, thank you for watching. I'll be back soon with another video.